If we asked 100 guitarists what the most challenging electric guitar technique is, probably at least 60 of them would say sweep picking. This technique is particularly demanding and guitarists usually start studying it after reaching a certain level. That being said, it's an incredible cool technique that allows you to achieve a super fluid sound. In today's video, I'll explain what are the typical difficulties in learning this technique and show you 4 exercises to overcome them. I'll also give you a close-up view of the picking hand. For those who don't know me, welcome on my studio and on my channel. I'm Stefano Rossi. I'm a guitar teacher, I'm the director of the DUP Music School, and in my spare time I collect high-end Funko Pop figures. You can find the support PDF for this lesson down here in the description box. And if you want to take your playing to the next level, check out my Patreon. You'll find guitar tabs, guitar sheets and backing tracks for all the lessons that I share with you here on YouTube. First of all, for those who don't know, sweep picking is a very cool technique that allows you to play a sequence of notes across each string in a very quick and smooth way. It's typically used in melodic arpeggios to make them more linear and musical. You can hear the difference between a sweep picking arpeggio and an alternate picking arpeggio. I think it's quite noticeable. To execute it properly, your picking hand needs to follow a very specific motion, where you rest on the next string after each pick stroke. A D major arpeggio in the C position of the caged system will then sound like this. So we need a very good coordination from both hands to achieve the desired result. Let's start our journey with the first exercise. Here we begin to see how the picking hand moves. At first I'll do 5 downstrokes. And once I reach the first string, I rotate my picking hand and pick upwards. At this point I execute a descending legato, pull off, to go back and finish the sequence with 3 upstrokes. The picking pattern will remain the same throughout the exercise, while the fretting hand will face another challenge. The exercise follows a G minor progression, so in the first bar we have a G minor arpeggio in the A position of the caged system. The other arpeggios follow the same shape but are F major and E flat major. The fingering will be different depending on the chord. In G minor we start with the index finger, then use a mini bar with the ring finger, followed by the middle, index and middle fingers for the legato. In F major and E flat major, however, the ring finger must bar 3 strings to press the major third correctly. And the final legato lands on the major sixth of each chord, so we need to use the ring finger again. Start very slowly and gradually increase speed as you become more confident. If you're a beginner and the speed seems impossible to reach, don't worry. Sweep picking has a little secret. If you can manage to do it at very slow speed, you can become faster in no time. So don't rush. Focus on your technique and on the correct position of the hands. Let's move on to the second exercise. This lick is in triplets, so I'm playing 3 notes per beat instead of 2. The progression remains the same, but we've added the third of each arpeggio. So in G minor we added the pinky to play B flat. That it's the third. Notice how the picking hand movement has changed because the added legato introduces a small pause between the 5th and 4th string. And so the challenge isn't really in the first arpeggio, but in the following ones. For F major and E flat major, I need to stretch my fretting hand more to reach the major third, which is 2 whole tones away from the root. On top of that, it's no longer convenient to use the ring finger for the bar when moving between the 4th and 2nd strings, because pressing the major third with the pinky makes the ring finger uncomfortable. So we need to get used to using the middle finger instead. Again, start slow and you'll see that the speed will come. If you're struggling with triplet timing, try to count with the metronome 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you can align yourself before you play. Now in the third exercise, we stretch our hand even further on the fretboard. Check this out. As you can see, the challenge here is to extend the pinky this far. We are now playing a full arpeggio in the A position of the cage system, spanning over 3 octaves. This type of pattern has been widely used by guitarists like Jason Becker and Yngwie Malmsteen. So if you play it, you'll probably recognize some of their signature phrases. Again, don't worry about speed at first, focus on precision. It's not easy to hit the right fret while it's so far away, so be patient as you develop this ability. But now let's see what happens when we add some scale notes to our arpeggios. Check this out. We've added some scale notes on the first string of each arpeggio position. Even though it might seem like a small change, it's like a game changer for our picking hand. Since we are doing 2 legatos on the first string, the last upstroke now lands on the 4th string instead of the 5th. Forcing a small jump with the picking hand. On top of that, the different structure of the G minor scale, starting from F and E flat, affects our fingering on the first string. In F major, we use index ring pinky, while in E flat, we stretch with index middle pinky. Despite these challenges, this exercise is very fun and sounds great. With these exercises, you'll overcome the most common difficulties of the sweep picking, and you can start introducing this technique into your compositions or improvisations like this. Let me know in the comment section if this video was helpful and if it gave you some ideas to how to improve your sweep picking. Thanks for watching, see you next time, ciao ciao ciao!